Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal and let's start today's weekly sectoral analysis. Last week, all of us know that private banks, especially the HDFC Bank and HDFC and the IT stocks especially, they have outperformed very nicely, especially on Friday. So I'll put some light on that. And apart from that, as usual, I'll be sharing my own personal view regarding Nifty, Bank Nifty and various sectors and few stocks. Let's start the video. As usual, I'll be starting the video with weekly higher time frame charts. First, I will start with the monthly time frame chart. In the monthly time frame chart, we can clearly see that the trend is certainly up. Prices are trading above both of the moving averages. You can see this is the highest high over here, and we are almost close to that, right? And probably with some days or maybe some few weeks, we'll slowly and steadily surely make a new high in Nifty futures. Let's have a look at the weekly time frame too. In the weekly time frame, things are looking pretty strong. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 candles of continuously green color. This is a really good show of strength from Nifty futures. You can see prices have crossed this high. Even RSI has crossed this high, which means the momentum indicator is completely agreeing with the price. All right. Now let's have a look at the daily time frame chart. In daily time frame chart, things are slightly different. If you have a look over here, the trend is certainly up. There is no denying that. You can see prices are trading above all the moving averages. I can agree to that. But in case if I just convert the price to a line chart, and then if we compare, what we can see over here is that the momentum is slowing down. You can see this is the first high, this is the second high, and this is the third high over here. All right. And if you check in RSI, this is the first, second, and third. So what we can see is the prices are making higher high. The previous high is lower than the current high, which means prices are making higher high. But in RSI, the RSI is making lower highs, which is a sign of slowdown of momentum. This is not a sign of a top out. It's not that markets have topped out and markets might crash. If you remember, even on Thursday, I made a video that we need little bit of consolidation or profit booking, and immediately we saw next day we opened gap down, and then we consolidated and we went all the way till 18,023, and the previous day's close was 18,213, which means close to that 200 points in Nifty futures. Now, if you check properly over here, the price is also trading at a resistance. This is the first resistance over here, correct? First. The second time the trend line has tested, this is the third time. So which means we are at a trend line resistance. And apart from that, there is also a Fibonacci resistance over here. This is a Fibonacci extension, which means from the level of 18,500 to 18,410 or 420, roughly that 80-90 points band. It is a short-term resistance for Nifty futures, and the momentum is slowing down, which clearly shows that the trend is up. The trend is certainly up, but the short-term traders, the swing traders, have to be extra careful before they initiate trades. Positional traders, I think they don't need to worry because the range is pretty big. But if you are in case a swing trader and if you are going to, initiate a new trade, you should be slightly watchful because the price is near a resistance. In case if there is just a small whipsaw, a gap up or a gap down immediately, which could happen, you could get probably into a smaller trouble. So please be watchful before you initiate trades. And in case if price want to surpass the 17,500 mark and rally, I think a lot of momentum will be needed. And that is what I think we'll come to know in coming days. But my personal view says that maybe 1 or 2 days consolidation is required. And after that, I think we'll come to know what happens in Nifty futures. I'll keep you updated with my Nifty short-term view videos. Let's have a look at Bank Nifty futures because Bank Nifty futures is looking extremely strong. You can see properly that Bank Nifty future has surpassed its previous high, which was over here, just around 41,800. And from last few weeks, or few days, I have been consistently saying that Bank Nifty is looking much stronger. In fact, even on Friday, I clearly mentioned that in comparison to Nifty futures, Bank Nifty was looking very, very strong. And I also did mention that private banks are looking ready to go higher. All right. My pick was Axis Bank. All right. My pick was Axis and sorry, if my pick was ICICI Bank, in fact, that particular bank is still consolidating, but nevertheless, HDFC Bank is a private bank and it went up extremely high. Now, if you see properly, the chart of Bank Nifty futures in a weekly time frame chart, these two candles were spinning tops. The next one is still a spinning top. So this is a sign that the uptrend is continuing, but the momentum, the thrust which was there initially in this part of the rally in Bank Nifty and somewhat over here has slowed down. But that is completely all right. There is no problem in that. Only thing is the speed with which, the velocity with which prices were rising has little bit slowed down. But nevertheless, trend is higher and slowly and steadily Bank Nifty will continue moving higher. And the main reason for that, I believe, is the private banking space. Private banking space, I have been continuously saying that overall they are strong, they're looking strong, they're consolidating, and they are ready to go higher. According to me, there are three banks. First one is Axis Bank. Axis Bank is in an uptrend. It has, come down. It has gone through some sort of profit booking. And this entire band in Axis Bank from 856 to 815, this would look very surprising. But this is the fact that this entire band is a decent support for Axis Bank. So in case if it does happen that anywhere while consolidating, it suddenly moves higher and gives a breakout, then I think swing traders can time their breakouts from shorter term time frames and look for a bullish move in this particular stock. The second stock from my side is ICICI Bank, which is still consolidating, and I guess it would require a strong close above this level. You can see it is continuously consolidating within this level. So any close above this level with a pretty strong big green candle 28,930 will probably push the prices higher in ICICI Bank. One more bank which I'm looking up to is Kotak Bank. Even Kotak Bank is consolidating, you can see, and it would require a close above this particular high, which is a 1941 or 1942. All right. PSU banks, according to me, I would have no change in the view. I had also mentioned very clearly in my last couple of weekly sectoral analysis that PSU banks are looking pretty much overstretched with a shorter term time frame view. In fact, even in the weekly time frame charts, they're looking slightly overstretched. You can see the RSI is at 77. Prices are pretty far away from the moving averages, and we do have a shooting star candle over here. So some sort of profit booking, some sort of consolidation is very much required in this particular sector. All right. So if you are a positional trader, if you are holding PSU banking stocks, please trail your stop losses at higher levels. It is very much required to minimize the risk of your open trades. Metal pack. Metal pack, I think I don't need to say much. You can see prices have consolidated and the previous trend was up. After that, we saw consolidation, and generally post consolidation, whatever happens is if you have a consolidation and the previous trend was up, then there is a probability that the next move will also be on the upside, and that is what happened in the metal pack. In this entire metal pack, if you just go through these stocks, if you look at Tata Steel, it's looking fine. JSW Steel is looking very strong. I think SAIL is also looking strong. If it drops and consolidates within this zone anywhere in between and it remains over there for a few days, then probably we could have a decent chance of a swing trade. But for me, as of now, I think the stock is Hindalco. It has given a breakout. It's still available at a pretty decent cheaper price. I think this is the candle where the breakout came. The price is still there. I think this particular stock should be taken as a positional trade for people who are looking to hold stocks for 2 to 3 months. It's a request to all of you, please analyze at your own end. Please put your stop losses and also do proper position sizing. This is just my personal view, which I'm sharing with all of you. So don't forget Hindalco for the metal pack. Auto pack now. Now you can see that I've drawn a trend line over here. Now this trend line is holding on since almost starting of May 2022, and it has been tested 3 times. And whenever it has been tested, we have seen decent bounce backs. Okay, so I believe even currently the auto pack is almost near supports. Trend line is over here, but if you check properly, this candlestick cluster is also a decent support band for the auto pack, and you can see very little difference between the price and the actual band. So we can understand that auto pack is at a support band, and from my side I have 2 stocks to share. One which I had already shared in a YouTube short video for just few seconds, I think 60 seconds video on this particular day, 29th, 31st October. I had shared a small YouTube short that Maruti Suzuki has given a breakout. This particular breakout is still holding on, I think, until and unless it doesn't close below 8900 levels. According to me, the trade is still open, and as of now, it is a boon to swing traders because the trade has given a breakout. Now it has retraced. It's trading near a support band. So in case if it does give a bounce back in shorter term charts, I think it will be a good trade for short-term swing traders on the upside. All right. One another stock from my side would be Mahindra and Mahindra. Again, look at this stock only with a viewpoint of a swing trade. I'm not talking over here for a positional trade. And be careful one thing in auto pack, be very, very choosy, be very, very precise of which particular stock you are choosing to trade. Do not put your hands in all of the 5 to 6 stocks which are important in the auto pack right now. Only select the choosy ones over here. All right. It's not like a metal pack. If you saw the metal pack, I think almost all of the stocks were going up. In auto pack, still that is not the case. We are pretty far away from that still. IT pack. IT pack, if you remember, probably a couple of weeks back, even probably last week, I had told you that IT has given a very decent breakout and it has retraced, and we are at a decent support band, and chances are, I clearly told, the chances are and the probabilities that it will bounce back and go higher, and you can see that is what has happened. If you look at Infosys, if you look at TCS, all these stocks, they have performed pretty nicely. Look at Infosys, you have a look at even TCS, all these stocks have gone higher. I think once this particular level in IT pack, once it is taken off, then this particular level, I think once this is taken off, then I think we'll be completing that double bottom, which is, visible in the weekly time frame chart. I hope all of you can see this double bottom pattern. Once we close above this, then the double bottom will be closed, and then we'll be traveling on the upside equivalent to this entire height over here. Okay. So I think IT pack will continue to move higher as far as these supports are not broken. And in this entire rally on the upside, any short-term consolidation, any short-term dip on the downside should be used as an opportunity to initiate new short-term trades on the upside. Finance pack. Finance pack, overall, it looks very good. It has gone up slowly, steadily, consolidated, gone higher. Closed above this particular high also. Not a very encouraging candle, but overall, it looks okay. One stock from my side is Bajaj Finserv. You can see that the stock is trading at a pretty decent support. There is a candlestick cluster. There is a trend line support. So any sort of bounce back from here can be used in the shorter term time frame charts to be used as a short term swing trade. Pharma pack. Pharma pack, I guess I had shared in my previous weekly sectoral analysis that I would like to stay away from pharma. The main stocks which I was tracking is Sun Pharma and Cipla. These were the two stocks. And in Sun Pharma, somewhere over here, I had also told that Sun Pharma would go higher, and the stock has gone pretty nicely from 910 to 1060 levels. Even Cipla has managed to move higher. As of now, I believe that both of these stocks need to consolidate more. In fact, if you have a look at Cipla, it has tested a weekly resistance in the weekly time frame chart. So I would like to stay away from the pharma pack as of now. The main stocks are Cipla and Sun Pharma. I would like to completely stay away, wait for the right opportunity. And according to me, this is not the right time. And in doing so, it can happen that I might miss a short-term blip, a short-term move on the upside, maybe 3-4%, maybe 5% move on the upside. But I don't mind. If my view is that I want to stay away from the pharma pack and I want to concentrate and I want to park my money in some other sector where I'm more comfortable, where the risk is less, then I would like to do so as a trader. Okay. So I would like to stay away from the pharma pack as of now. That's my view on the pharma. FMCG pack. FMCG pack, first we will need to have a look in the monthly time frame chart. In the monthly time frame chart, things are looking very, very good. Okay. It's a very strong sector. And in the weekly time frame chart, I had clearly told when we had a drop down over here that it will need to consolidate more. So you can see after this first and second candle, 3 candles, 3 weeks, continuously the pack has consolidated, and I think it might consolidate even more. Overall trend will continue to remain higher. I'll look to focus. As of now, I would look to focus on ITC. This is not the right time to buy ITC. It is already trending higher because I have gone through few stocks in FMCG pack. As of now, it is trending higher. It's no point of catching the stock at a very high price. If you remember, if you're watching my videos, I had clearly told that somewhere over here when ITC was trying to move higher, it was time to buy. Now the stock is moving higher. Whenever it tries to come down, probably near supports, and if there is a trade in my swing trading system, I might look back at the stock again for a long swing trade. But as of now, I do not have any new trades to be initiated. I would wait patiently. But certainly in FMCG pack, ITC is the stock to look at. All right. Now let's move to reality pack. In reality pack, I think we can see some sort of progress over here. Progress in the sense is price is trying to move higher. Price is trying to, move higher very hard. But I have, drawn a Lakshman Rekha for me. And for me, that border, that Lakshman Rekha is this particular level. 461 on the upside, 455 on the downside. This entire band is a resistance band for the realty pack. Once we do have a decent big green candle closing above this particular band and staying higher even for the next day, chances are you will see some sort of very good move happening in the realty pack. And the first stock I would like to look at would be DLF. As soon as if you see some sort of move is happening, immediately first open DLF. All right. You can see already it is trying to move higher. It's really trying. It's not like just consolidating or just remaining there. It is trying to move higher. But again, we need some more confirmation. Consumption pack. If you have a look in consumption pack, trend is up. Currently, it is consolidating. It is moving sideways. Even in the monthly time frame chart, things are looking pretty okay. Last couple of months, you can see 2 candles, and the reason for that was we had this stupendous rally over here, and then we saw a little bit of consolidation. And now again, I think the overall pack is ready for a rally. But I have identified one stock which looks probably ready for a swing trade. if you just connect this trend line over here, you can see that the stock is at support. So again, any sort of bounce happening in this particular stock on the upside should be primed from the shorter term time frame charts for the swing trade on the upside. All right. Mid cap. Mid cap, again, it's looking very strong. The rally, surprisingly, is not very fast. You can see this up move, a little bit of consolidation. It has tried to drop down, probably ready for a decent swing trades. Again, the current juncture of the market, I repeat my words, the current juncture of the market is certainly bullish. But it is not a time in the market where you can buy anything, any stock, any sector, and you will fancy your chances of making money. No, it will not happen. You'll have to identify the sector, you'll have to identify the stock within that sector and then trade. All right. Even if you find out a particular stock, say for example, if you look at private banks, I did shared my view about private banks are looking bullish. But if you try to buy HDFC Bank at this particular price as a swing trader, you may not make money. But if you try to buy a stock which has not moved higher, and you will buy it when it is starting to move higher, when it gives a short-term breakout in a short-term time frame charts, then the probability of making money will be higher for you. All right. So remember this thing, and I hope this video has helped you to understand how markets will move in the next few days. And if you like to see any sort of educational video from me for any trading tool or any other stock you wish to, please do share your comments in the section below. Thank you and trade wisely.